Hey folks, so I'm just going to give you my quick first impressions of the Fuji X-S20. So first I want to sort of say how it compares the X-S10 physically, and it's pretty much identical apart from the dial's got a vlog setting on it and the grip is fractionally larger to house a new battery. In fact, it uses the same battery as the X-T4, and I can tell you now from the usage I've tried today, the battery lasts far longer. You'll get 400 or 500 shots from it and a lot longer from video. I mean, I've probably done about 45 minutes of recording and I've only used 1 bar of the video, so really good. The only thing they didn't upgrade, which I think they should have upgraded, is probably the viewfinder, because of course with the viewfinder it's still the same 2.36 million dot, which is fine for the X-S10, but the X-S20 is a more expensive camera. It's more in line pricing with the X100V, so you'd probably expect it to have the same kind of viewfinder resolution of 3.6 million pixels, but it's a small caveat. Overall, it is better in this department than the X-S10. So we've got some upgraded video features. We've got 3.2 open gate and up to 30p, which is something the X-S10 didn't have. We've also got 4K 60, which the X-S10 didn't have. So video modes are vastly updated. We also have much higher bit rate, up to 360 megabits per second. You could call this a mini XH2. And of course they've paired the X-Trans 5 processor with the X-T4, which is the X-Trans 4 sensor, and it's quite a potent combination. So far I've, well, you can see what the video quality is like. We've still got the IBIS in, but it's now got 7 stops, which is surprising for such a tiny body. Apologies for out of breath, I'm walking uphill. But and judge yourself of the stability. I think, although it's not in the class of like Lumix type cameras for stability vlogging, I'm just going to pass this to my other hand so you can see what it's like. I wobbled the camera a bit there, but I think stability wise I'm walking at a normal pace and it's pretty good. Oh, just seen a hawk fly off. I was just thinking if I didn't bring my long lens that there'd be a hawk or something, and of course one's just flown off there. You might know. Anyway, I digress. So video features, it's vastly upgraded, much higher bit rates, 4K 60, and that open gate mode in 4K 30, really good. And of course we get the new film simulation, nostalgic neg. So I've shown you some of the video quality. You've seen what it's like for vlogging, and I've brought up a few windy fields I took today, with it's quite breezy today. And let's quickly touch on photo quality. I was really impressed with the noise level. I took a couple of pictures and sort of deliberately took them at a higher ISO, about ISO 1200 these shots, and I was surprised. I just couldn't see any noticeable noise. And I think this is the thing about this sweet spot with pixel density. And the good thing about low pixel density is it means you don't get a lot of noise in the images. And I think with that extra processing power, the X-Trans 5 sensor, you just get something that looks slightly better quality than you would get out of an X-T4, which has the older processor. I've yet to really put it to the test yet, but I've been very impressed. Now I just wanted to mention autofocus on 2 points. Be interested to see the first part of this video because I forgot to put the eye autofocus on. It's on now, and it was on for the last few minutes, but for the first part it didn't. It was just a general autofocus where it just picks up on what it thinks is a subject. Let's see if that's improved, shall we? Again, I can let you be the judge of that. But overall, when you do select the eye autofocus, it is a lot better. It seems to lock on to the subject. I was testing it the other day on my cat sleeping, and it did get well, it wasn't getting confused, but if it can't see the head, it focuses on the body, so it does work. But obviously if you've got a shallow depth of field, that's part of the the cat's going to be out of focus, but the good news is, of course, is that in both video and in stills, you can use all the subject detection modes. So in essence, although you haven't got tracking in video autofocus yet, you have in a way, because with subject detect on, as long as the camera picks up a subject, it can track it. So there you go. It's very similar to the X-S10 in look and feel and use. If you put them side by side, you probably wouldn't tell the difference, but it's a much better camera, and of course I will do a more comprehensive review soon. Anyway, it's really windy and I need to finish my walk and get home before it gets dark, so I better hurry on because it's getting quite late. So I hope this sort of gives you a little preview, but I'm very impressed with what I've seen so far, and this could replace my Z-V1. It's pretty light. It makes a very light setup, and today we've been using the Sigma 18 to 50mm f2.8 lens. No ND filters because it's late in the evening, so the light's pretty much perfect. So we just recorded most of this at ISO 160. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this little video. Very impromptu on day one of the X-S20 release. And let me know what you think in the comments below, and what you think of this idea of mating up the X-Trans 4 with the X-Trans 5 processor. I think it's genius. Maybe we'll get an X100V with the new processor and the old sensor. That'll be something. Catch you later, folks. Bye.